Hey guys, so I thought I'd just take you for just a little story about why we're actually doing this vlog in the first place. So as you know, I quit my job in London, and which was at one of the world's best architecture and engineering companies. I wanted to join that company for years, right after I finished at Cambridge. But quite quickly after joining the company, I realised that my dream of actually leading the redevelopment in Sri Lanka after the war was of far greater importance um, than what I was doing at the time. Not to say anything less about what I was doing then, but oh, there's Garmin going there. My uncle's driver. But because I, I felt a profound sense of purpose about why I was born, and the fact that I was one of the lucky ones when so many people in this country suffered so greatly during the war. A lot of innocent people lost their lives, a lot of innocent people lost their families, and we were some of the lucky ones that were able to start a new life in London, in the UK, when so many other people didn't get a chance. So it basically was a waste, or it felt like a waste, not actually using that energy, using that sense of justice that I felt in my soul inside, to not participate in this redevelopment, to lead it, to basically add that love, that passion, that strength of conviction that a lot of people don't have. I mean, there's a lot of people here who are trying to do the great things, which is fantastic. But I can't imagine many people who'd be willing to die for actually doing things properly, which I know that I'm willing to do, and that's why I quit my job. I've been researching post-conflict reconstruction at university, and I was obsessing about it. Ask anybody who knows me. That I've been basically talking. That would be the thing that I'll talk about at, for drinks or cocktail parties or something after work. For most part. And so anyway, so I quit my job, and then I decided to move to Sri Lanka, and that was about 3 weeks ago. And basically for the last few weeks, we've just been basically setting up a new business called P1F Limited, P1F Real Estate Holdings Limited, which is essentially a real estate development company where we focus on commercial projects, but we basically allocate the profits and the revenue from these schemes towards affordable housing, environmentally regenerative projects, and also education and mentorship schemes. So this is done with some of the local schools, done with the Ministry of Education, ICTA, and several other NGOs. But basically it's setting a new model for not just development for development's sake, but really inspirational, game-changing pieces of architecture. When you look at it, you know that you're looking at the future of Sri Lanka, like the architecture that represents the Sri Lanka that can stand at its own 2 feet, that's one of the strongest countries in the region or the world, and is super exciting and inspirational, and it basically embodies all of that. So for the last 2 weeks, we've basically just been in the process of trying to secure one of our first development deals, which is worth about $100 million. This is with a local investment banking company who have investments from Japan. They are actually looking for a development of around 80 million, or actually 50 to 75, $80 million. Our current projections are about 100 million. So there'll be a bit of work to do there. But this would be for a 32-story mixed-use hotel and apartment development. Potentially partnering with a company called Viceroy Hotel Group, who are fantastic. In my mind, they represent the new money. They represent young entrepreneurs, people who've started from nothing and are enjoying their life, but working incredibly hard to be able to enjoy it. And those are the kind of people that we want to basically be doing business with. Those are the kind of people that I think we are, right? We want to work really hard, but we also want to play really hard and have a good time and make this a joyous thing, as opposed to something which is, depressing, and oh no, there was a war here and all this sort of stuff. Of course, I mean, not to be, obnoxious about it. Of course, it's absolutely terrible. But what the people need is joy. What the people need are reasons to have fun, and avenues to have fun and to enjoy their life and seize it and live it, because they deserve it the most. So those are the kind of people that we want to be doing business with. Those are the kind of people we want to be partnering with. But anyway, that's the deal that we've been looking to lock down since I've got here. But we're also in the process of we'll be submitting a tender or a bid for a government land. It's about 6 acres for a scheme called Anya, which is basically, in my mind, the landmark scheme that we'll be doing in this country. Anya, it stands for Anna and Ayya, which is brother in Tamil and Sinhalese respectively, and it's basically 2 towers which are the 2 brothers of this country, standing together side by side, and this is what the country needs, right? It's a super powerful gesture. That's a $424 million investment, which we prepare the concept designs for already, and we'll have to be submitting a proposal for a bid for in the next month, 2 months max. And we're also in the process of trying to secure investment from Bahrain for a $150 million investment for a beachfront resort, which is about 100 villas, 100 keys, and 32 residences. And this is like 5-star plus, but at the same time, we're going to have an on-site library for the local community. We're going to have on-site cultivation of vegetables, fruit, which again, if there's excess, we give it back to the community. And then whatever we need, we use locally or on-site. We've got different like water management techniques which are more secure in terms of flood mitigation and stuff. So it's again a super exciting scheme for me. Oh, and also the villa architecture, the core design is basically like affordable housing techniques in terms of materiality, the joinery that we're using. However, to make it 5-star plus, we're basically just having add-ons to that to basically like finesse it or soup it up. So at the very core, it's kind of adding value to the affordable housing segment, and what they need, and that's kind of where things stand at the moment. So the time that I'm spending right now is in hey Garmini, how are you? Hey, good. I'm just doing a vlog at the moment. Just say hi to the camera. I won't bother you any longer. That's Garmini. He's the driver for, or actually the personal assistant and an executive assistant to my uncle Bobby Mama, whose property we're staying at the moment. I've completely lost track of what I was saying. But anyway, that's the kind of suite of projects that we're looking at. That's the kind of stage we're at the moment. So the time that I'm spending at the moment are for approvals. So the clearances, I think one of my previous posts was talking about the clearances that we need. We've formed our core team. However, I think we're still having to basically finesse. I mean, the website is being designed as we speak, and I think it's going to be set up very shortly. From where you'll be able to see more of these vlogs or video vlogs. That's going to go alongside the research that we're also doing. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that before, but we're also engaging in research about post-conflict reconstruction, redevelopment, and why the private sector should be taking a greater leadership role in this, in terms of bringing investments and revenue into the economy. When the government basically loses a lot of money during the war, I mean, in taxes and the money spent in ammunitions, in arms, and all this kind of stuff. So we basically need to bring capital back into the country that can be reallocated for civil works, infrastructure, transport, whatever. But anyway, so that's kind of how I'm spending my time. And in between, I'll be sharing how things are going on, what things work, what things don't work. My negotiations techniques. When we actually secure some of our first deals. Again, we want to we're projected to make a lot of money with this business. So, and that's part of the aim. I mean, there's no point in shying about that. I mean, I love what I'm doing here. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I believe in. This is what I was born for. This is what I was put on this earth for, to do this work. And we're gonna make money, and I'm gonna use that for family, for philanthropic efforts, and to have fun. So, and to reinvest into the companies. So this is what life should be about: pursuing the dream, pursuing what other people might laugh at. I've got no bones about it. The need to become a millionaire or multi-millionaire, in order to basically have greater, a much stronger vehicle to be able to add value. So screw what anyone else thinks about. Oh no, it's not good to say that you want to make money and stuff. But for fuck's sake, how much more value can you add with that strength, right? With those extra assets, and also to be able to drive your favorite car, or to be able to fly to Ghana to be able to help with the community development project. You can't do that if you have no money, right? So it's just about how you use your money. So I've got a strong idea about how I want to use it, or building your parents their dream house, because they sacrifice so much to raise you, which is what my number one outcome from all of this, actually. So anyway, so that's like kind of the overriding message of this process. So again, there's a simple philosophy behind the company, which is we believe that everyone has the duty to fulfill their dreams for the world to be a better place. That's what I'm doing. I hope that's what you're doing. If you're not doing it, just sit yourself down and ask yourself, what is my dream? What is my purpose in life? And then go fucking do it. And don't hesitate. If you have any questions, if you want to know a bit more details about how I got here, what process I'm using, what other plans have kind of had to gone into this, so in terms of the business plan, in terms of raising fundamental investments, business management, how to persuade other people or influence other people to be on my side, or other stakeholders, just send me a message. I think there's a email address or something, some Twitter thing down there, or attached to this somehow. So just get in touch and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Otherwise, best of luck. See you, I guess, on the next post. And every day, pursue that dream. Nothing is impossible. And live with passion and just love life, okay? It's precious. Anyway, take care. Over and out, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.